And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always, we have Dion,
Yo, yo.
and we also have Material Life.
Hey y'all.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Pardon the noise. That's my microwave preparing the stuff in the face.
Uh, I got a water bottle that I'm just gonna be drinking. So, um, I know it's been a while since I've been on. So, what has everybody been doing since uh I took a little hiatus?
Just knocking out some holiday shit.
That's
You
what's up.
know, the most expensive time of the year and all that.
Man, I wonder if I could get some overtime in at work. I don't know, but what about you, B? What about
Uh, does she know her mic's muted?
B? Your mic's muted.
Oh, my bad.
No, I said,
What was the
I said, what have you been? I said, what have you been doing since the hiatus? I took a little hiatus.
Just school, work. That's it. Nothing really.
It seems like everybody's been busy.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, with that being
What
said,
about yourself?
well, I no longer live in Baltimore. I done moved again, and I'm in a spot in Lanham. Just so my my mom got some groceries for me, and she was and like a mother would, she overdid it. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you food that lasts a couple days," and then come to find
Bought
out,
you, bought you enough for a full month.
yeah, I'm like, this gonna last you for at least a good week or two. It's like she gave me a bunch of cereal, some Hungry Man dinners, some Marie Calendar joints, and I got like one of every flavor. I just had like the Swedish meatballs one. Those are good, by the way. But I'm like,
Real bachelor shit.
I
TV dinners
know,
and shit.
I know. It was just like, Lee. It was like, and then she got me some chicken thighs. It's like I could cook. This is the stuff I could cook. It's like, God dang. So yeah. So I've been really busy. So I still would try to put some content up here and there, breaking stuff down. But so far, hey, it's been good. It's been good. So with that being said, on with the show, and uh, basically we're in the last month for 2023. Damn near halfway done with December. So
This year kind of fly.
it did. It
Very fast.
it did for me. And maybe
Like
go ahead, B.
I felt like New Year's literally just happened. Like I literally just came from Cali on New Year's,
Like, I swear it was just summertime.
and then like we're already in New Year's again. I'm headed to Florida for the New Year's.
Nice.
Mm,
I thought you was in Florida.
never. I would never return to Florida. That's just ghetto.
Well, you said you'd
Oh,
never moved to Florida.
No, that's just ghetto.
yeah,
Like people who live in Florida is just ghetto. That's not a place to live. That's just a place like you should have a vacation home to visit for a little bit and call it a day and take your ass back to real society.
This is coming from Miami-Dade County's finest, by the way.
Damn.
That's why I can say that's it's just ghetto. That's why I can vouch that it's ghetto.
Oh, yeah, you could talk about Florida because you from Florida.
Hmm.
I get it.
It's the same thing with New Yorkers. My father was
Uh,
a New Yorker. My father
hmm
was a New Yorker.
Yeah, like if you're from like a home, like a town that's like just it just got a lot going on, too much going on, and you leave it and you realize there's so much better options everywhere else, but the four popular cities of America. It's really three: Florida, New York, and Cali. Mm.
You can kind of count
Uh,
Georgia.
oh,
Yeah, Georgia. mm, I've been to Georgia. To be honest, it's false advertisement. It's dead. It's very dead. It's like you have. I guess you have to be in that socialite. Like, cause I'm like, how do these people on these social media TVs and stuff like that make it seem like it's really popping out there like that for real? They don't be having that much going on. And when you see like these videos and stuff like that, where these girls have these events they going to, any other day, if these events ain't popping off, is normally just pretty dead there. It's just like it's a country.
Like,
Like
are
that's
you
it.
are you talking specifically about Atlanta, Georgia, or like?
Atlanta is the city. Everything else is even worse. So if Atlanta's dead, when you talking about everything else is the country, everything else Savannah's the country. Like when the clubs in Atlanta is big, the clubs in Savannah is like a little dot. When I say
Damn,
that small,
damn.
like 50 people in there, and it's crowded beyond measure.
So that's not even a club. That's a shack.
Yeah, like
it looked like the color purple.
Atlanta clubs are big, but Savannah, like the places, like the outskirts of like Georgia's really the country. It's just if like people go to the club scene and stuff like that, or they go like they have these events where celebrities be at, but everybody living away from each other. Like nobody's like you're not gonna catch a celebrity up in the slums. And
Hmm.
they so far out from each other in their gated community, like it's really dead in Atlanta. It's just music, I guess, be popping, so people want to become. They can like find like record labels out there, but other than that, it's really be dead out there. I'm like, that's trash. False advertisement at its finest.
Hmm.
And Freaknik don't happen out there no more. So that was like the one major event that was known in Atlanta.
I thought that was Miami.
No, Freaknik. No, Miami is Memorial Weekend. Well, Miami is all year round. But Memorial Weekend is definitely Miami. And then you
Is
have
that the
your
weekend when like the bikers like
Bike
to get
Week.
together and shit?
Yeah, Bike Week is it's in May. Memorial Weekend's like in May. And then you have Bike Weekend for North Carolina. Atlanta had Freaknik. Well, Georgia had Freaknik, and we all know New York is all about the ball drop. New Year's,
Yeah,
that's their big
amongst other
one.
things. Amongst other
Mhm.
things. I don't care what anybody say. The place in New York to be during the summer, Coney Island.
Isn't that what the what is it? That's isn't that like Jersey or something like that?
No,
Nah,
that's a
that's
part
Brooklyn.
of New York. Yeah,
Oh,
That's Brooklyn. That's my hood. What you mean?
yeah, it's a part of New York. Yeah. You said Coney Island. Yeah,
Hmm.
what they doing there? Is it like a
it's like a theme park.
mm,
Well, the theme park itself is called Astroland.
Yeah,
The area that the theme park is in, it's referred to as Coney Island. You got and you got for the summertime the big thing that pop off there be the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, my man Kobayashi used to dominate, but now my man Joey Chestnut fucking dominates now.
That's lit. So everybody just eating hot dogs.
It's a big event. Like every Fourth of July is a big ass event.
No, people
Yeah,
people want to be outside twerking their ass. They don't want to be seeing somebody eat hot dogs.
You no. It's always a crowd. It's like you you get
No,
just
I'm saying the for. I guess if you
if
from the
you
south,
if
the
you
big
understood
event.
the history of that event, or and in particular, the company that makes the hot dogs themselves,
Nathan's best hot dogs ever.
Mhm.
exactly.
That's that difference. There's a massive difference between up north people and down south people.
Oh, the champion the one that the guy that used to dominate the hot dog eating contest was a Japanese dude.
No, I'm saying people down south. They to them, if it ain't a party, someplace people can get nasty, raunchy, um, turk their ass, possibly get pregnant, come out sick. They don't
Nah,
consider that as a big event. But up
oh,
north,
see, if that's the type of shit you're into, you got to come to Flatbush where I was raised.
that's why I'm talking about bike night, a bike week, Memorial weekend, spring break, Freaknik. All those are down south. Because from North Carolina, or
See,
even
I'm
though
gonna tell
North
you
Carolina is not
one.
considered down south,
I will
but
tell you. I will tell you one major difference though, right? See, all that shit is publicized, right?
hmm
You can do all that shit in New York if you don't mind. If you don't mind sticking to the underground scene, it's essentially all the same shit.
no,
It might not be as widely publicized depending on oh where the event is taking place, who's running it, whatever.
then that means y'all good at keeping secrets or kidnapping people. One of the two. Because let it still remain underground and nobody know about it. That means y'all good at keeping secrets or kidnapping.
Again, it's all about where the shit's being held and who's in charge.
Now, not down south. Everybody know about it. Ain't nobody holding secrets. For what? They inviting random people from wherever they can.
Right. That could be dangerous, but
And then it gets dangerous.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a bunch of kidnapping could go down there. Sound like a bunch of shit would go down there.
Yeah, no, it don't be kidnapping. It be you might be at the hospital. You might be yeah, it might not be your type of time.
Damn. Uh, I
That's
think.
why some people real scared of that Freaknik video to come out because I'm saying
Oh,
what
so
Atlanta what Atlanta looked during Freaknik is what all these places like Bike Week
uh huh.
in North Carolina, it looked exactly the same like Atlanta Freaknik. Uh South Spring Break in was it in Florida? It's given that same type of time. People coming back from these little weekends, next you know they pregnant or they got a STD. I'm like, y'all wildin'.
or both, depending on what you did or
Mhm.
didn't do.
Exactly.
Uh,
They was on that type of time.
shoot, sounds like.
And who keeping a secret? Nah, you bring your homeboy next season, your homegirl next season. They bring everybody to the point where the cities couldn't even hold it down no more. They was just like, "Yo, this is wild. This is too wild." But I don't know if bike week still goes down in North Carolina because I don't know.
I
I
hear
know,
people still talk about it. I know there's one in Virginia Beach, but that's different. But
yeah.
I know that I'm pretty sure there's still a bike week down there.
Mhm. I know Florida's still trying to, slow it down or wrangle it in, but it's just hard, especially when you got too many niggas who don't give a damn.
I mean, everybody want to be hoes, men and women. So
Mhm.
this is a good place to go be a hoe somewhere. And then like,
I mean, being a hoe ain't always cracked up to be.
yeah, but it's like it's good to be a hoe, and then no one knows your name. It's just like you go with a fake name.
That is true. That I guess that's how they getting away with it.
Oh no, I know, I want you to know my name because you. That's because my plan is to have her screaming it. But anyway,
Oh my god, dirty deal, dirty deal. But okay. Shoot, I don't even know if I'm going to be working or not on New Year. I hope I don't. Or at least, but if I do, I guess I could just manage it. But I hope I don't. That is on a. It's on a. Well, New Year's Day is on a Monday. New Year's Eve is. Yeah, I just hope I don't work. But on to the show. Um, like I said, 2023 is almost over. So I would like to ask y'all, what are things that you would like to leave behind in 2023?
things to leave behind.
Yeah. So yeah, and if I may start, I was going to say Krishan and Blueface. Can we leave these niggas?
Shit. I mean, if we going there, shoot. I
Wait, what did you say, Ray?
heard.
I said, what are things you want to leave behind in 2023?
No, you said if you was gonna start, and then you
Krishan
said
and
that.
Blueface. That's what I said.
Um, okay.
For, for me, for me, it's Jada Pinkett. I'm just tired of hearing about her.
Uh, for me, it would probably be. Well, it's a few things. It's a long list.
Oh, I got.
Um,
What's the most significant one of the bunch though?
Oh, you could, but you could also go down that list because we might have some similar
oh,
things. But go ahead.
the whole table talk, what you bring to the table, they could leave that. They could have left that in 2022.
We tried. No one.
Like it didn't
That
even need to make it to 23.
that wasn't supposed to get past 2021.
Yeah, but people
Exactly.
kept bringing that. People kept bringing that back. He's like, we're not done with this yet.
Mhm. We could also leave these, fake relationships or situationships in 2023. We can leave those all the way back there. We can leave the whole clout chasing, like these fake abusive relationships, or like, because they going viral. They could leave that in 2023 because we had about four of them in 2023.
Oh man, listen. And each one was worse. And when I say worse, I mean more fake than the last.
Yeah. We could also leave people with disability using it for clout. We could leave that in 2023. It's trying to get real. Ugh. Like it's not even funny no more. It's like cringy.
I thought we stopped that when we was like Welvin the Great and motherfucking
No,
the
that's a lot.
Deep Cut.
It ever since TikTok came about, it's even worse. Like the disability clout is ridiculous. Like it's not even funny to me. It's just cringy as ever. And people be sound like, "Oh, you just gotta love me the way I look." Like, girl,
Yeah, but is at the same time they're kind of exploiting themselves in a weird way.
and it's cringy to me. Like we could leave that in 2023. Like, and it don't even be like it's just one thing to be regular and you have disability, but to be going up above and beyond to be cringy also with the disability, ugh. Like we could leave that in 2023.
Can we
Um,
lead?
hmm?
Ahead. Go ahead.
No, say what you was about to say.
Can we leave the term standing on business? I hate y'all done y'all done killed that term, and I cringe every time I hear, "Oh, we standing on business." You standing on business, and then it gets more and more ignorant. I've never been so tired of a word so fast.
Wait, who was the first person to say it? Because
I, I want to say
I
it
don't
was
care who.
I want to say it was Drewski,
oh,
and then like rappers started using it, and then it was either Drewski or Birdman. I don't know, but it got real
How about
annoying.
before we attempt to stand on any form of business, niggas need to learn to mind their fucking business.
no. I thought it was King and Ti because I ain't heard it that much until the whole with when King told Ti he's standing on business.
Oh, it was before that. That's when it got annoying, and then like, I guess we could talk about that. It's like, that boy, a ugly boy.
Oh,
That boy looked like he looked like one of those shark tail fish.
I think it's because he's
stop.
like he's so pale, and none of his fam like it's so weird because nobody's pale in his household. So
No,
it's not,
Ain't
and but
he?
he's not
Ain't
albino,
he the
so that's
one
the
kid?
thing that's confusing.
Ain't he the oldest of Ti's kids? Because I know he had a
No,
kid
he
with
not.
somebody else before he got married to Tiny.
nah, nah.
Mm-mm, he's technically the baby before the little girl. Like the new baby they got, he's technically the baby before her. His oldest, he got now he
I ain't
does
know
have
they just
older
reason.
siblings.
I ain't know they just recently had a daughter. Shows how much I keep up with them niggas.
Yeah, the one that sings, she's a baby now, but she's like what 8?
Oh, okay. I thought you were
But
talking about
she,
like they done had like an actual kid recently. I was like, wait a minute, what?
yeah, no. So he was the youngest, and then she came around later. But he has older siblings because yeah, Ti and Tiny got a lot of kids together, and then Tiny has her own daughter, Zanique.
Yeah,
They both got kids outside of each other.
Mhm. But King, like he's the palest, but he's not albino. So
that
it's
boy,
like
he needs some melanin in his life. That's
I know, and like his mom ain't that pale, and his dad ain't pale. So it's just like,
I mean, Ti
how
is
did you
light,
get
but that
white?
nigga is light, like that,
Tiny
like
lighter
Ti.
than Tip.
Yeah, but King is like white.
Yeah, King is white. Tiny lighter than Tip.
Hmm.
I mean, mm, maybe he had that what's it called? I always mispronounce this word.
He
Vitiligo. Did I say
don't.
that right?
That's the
No, you don't
crazy
have
thing is like
vitiligo.
that's
So he
crazy.
ain't
Is
got
like how
that.
did you get that color?
So
Like
that's just how
and
the fuck he look.
he be outside all the time, and he claims that he's always outside. So I'm like, why is it not melanin?
So he reflects sunlight instead of absorbing. Ain't that a bitch?
I just wanted to call him Oscar the fighting fish. That's what I just want to call it.
Stop it.
Tell me you don't look like a. I'm telling you,
Stop
you
with
look like
this.
a SpongeBob fish.
Oh,
It's Oscar time. It's just
oh shit! Is that's one of those now? Now that you said it out loud, I can't. I'm visualizing it in my head, and I can't unsee it now.
yo. It's just like I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just like you ever seen an ugly baby and then you be like, bless your heart. That was
Mhm. Yeah.
bless your heart. It's like ain't my baby cute? You be like,
I
bless
just
his heart.
I just be like, who's the other parent? Where that little boy daddy at? Or where this little girl mama at?
Mm.
That's it. Okay. But yeah, I hope, and I don't know why they was kind of forced down our throats. I hope that I don't hear from Blueface or Krishan no more. It's like for two people that don't have talent, we hear a lot from them, and then like
So
them,
shoot,
Wait,
the internet
you know
loves
who just
drama. That's all that is. The internet loves drama.
no,
you
yo,
know who
go ahead,
you
D.
know who just disappeared?
Who
So like the female version of Funny Marco, what happened to her?
you talk about that white girl?
Yeah.
Uh,
Did she just disappear? Like 1 minute she was hot and she was all the way up,
yeah, because people
and
wasn't
then
fucking with her. I know what you're
I
talking
remember
about.
Funny Marco said like he cut her off, and then all of a sudden she just died. Like not die literally, but like I mean like it was like the girl just disappeared off of the podcast scene and everything else just real fast. Like what's his name? Offset went on there, shut her down, and then it's just like boop. We ain't heard a scene from her ever since.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about because girl, it wasn't gonna last anyway. I
Who
figured
was
like
the girl? Who was the girl recently? She was at I think she was at one of the football games or something. They like booed her out of the stadium or some shit.
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know about that. I didn't hear about that.
I saw something about that. Like I can't think of her goddamn name. Where's my phone? Hold up.
I know Malika Andrews got booed when
Oh, you talking
That
about
was her.
that? It
That
wasn't
was
a
her.
football. I thought it was a basketball.
she's a
It
TV
was a
she's a,
basketball game.
she's a TV analyst.
Yeah, it was at one of the basketball games, and yeah, they booed Shorty out the building.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
it
but you
was
said football game. That's why I was just like, I don't know nothing about that.
It, it's like, look, a lot of these folks, while the stories be hilarious, I forget their names quick. For one, my memory. Listen, for one, my memory is some hot ass, and for
yeah.
two, I don't keep track of the majority of these people in the first place because the vast majority of them aren't even important.
So
I'm glad they booed her ass out.
I was about to ask. So do y'all even know why they booed her out?
Yeah, cause she fake and phony.
Yeah, that was my next question was what did she do that like the public dislikes her to that extent?
Cause she fake
She's
and
a
phony.
she's a phony, a big
Yeah,
fat
so that
phony.
white boy who was caught
Josh
playing
Giddy,
around with them little kids. Well,
Josh
not
Giddy,
let me not say kids,
allegedly.
allegedly with them. Nah, that wasn't alleged.
Just say
But I'm gonna
allegedly.
say alleged because I ain't got them type of time.
Yeah, I was about to say, just say allegedly.
But per investigation, allegedly, he was playing around with them little kids and she was silent. But she be ready to talk about everybody black. She be ready to put her little 2 cent in there. Her little fake friend Stephen A.
Mm.
Well, he makes sure he don't go outside like that. He just go to work and back because people still waiting for him to put his little 2 cent in there. Nah, because y'all be ready to talk about black people. Y'all be ready to bring up all their old convictions. But then you want to be real silent when this professional player is playing around with a little girl.
Oof.
Yeah, a lot of people always have problems with Stephen A. He feels like he goes
So
off.
her racism was showing, is what you're saying.
No, it's not her racism. She just because she does this all the time. She only go hard on black people because her 5% black. She feel like she needs to justify.
5%.
That that sounds like
Malika
racism to me. I
Malika
mean,
Malika Andrews is mixed. She's mixed.
She 5% black,
She
and we gonna stand on that little 5% because the 95% white always win and prevail from stuff she be doing.
so she mashed potatoes with a little bit of pepper sprinkled on the top. Big
I'm
whoop.
telling you, she if she could have been elected part of the Ku Klux Klan, the way she be out here ready to lynch these black people, she would have been
that
standing on
nigga is
business.
guilty.
Exactly. And she does that all the time towards the black people. I'm like, girl, bye. Her, I don't even know how her raggedy. Oh, they both irritate me. Her and her raggedy sister.
Massacre. What's her name? Massacre Andrews.
Hmm.
All right, there we
Yeah.
go.
And Stephen A. I know he shook after that whole incident that happened to her because he don't because he used to go out to these events. He don't even get out the television. He
I
made sure
don't
he
know
do
nothing
all his
about.
business on screen.
I don't know nothing about anything he's done or said recently. I just know he has a history of saying dumb shit.
No, because the problem is everybody's upset because none of them want to speak on that dude. They don't want to
Yeah,
give their
that's
2 cent, but they always ready to give their 2 cent on anything. When it was what's his name, the guy for the anti-Semitic whatever situation,
Kyrie Irving.
they ready to give their 2 cent on that. Oh, when it was the whole the dude that was going up for the to the draft pick, ready to give their 2 cent on that.
Brandon Miller.
When it was what's the other situation that happened recently? Oh, John
Von Miller.
Murat. Oh, they was ready to get their little 2 cent. Oh, lynch the nigga.
That nigga is guilty. I got the rope. Let's hang the nigga right now.
Exactly. But when it comes to that white counterpart, they be silent. The homeboy who we found out never took the shot and lied about it and was out there playing basketball knowing he never took the COVID vaccine shot. Said he went through some holistic methods. They was silent. So no, they deserve to get all that backlash. Like you can't stand bold on black people and then talking about some you trying to protect our kind. Shut the hell up. Who you protecting?
His money.
No.
You know that boy gonna be paid. Shit. But yeah, there you go.
That wasn't even a topic. That just had made me mad. Just, just.
Te- technically, I put on the FGC
There's
the
really,
list.
yeah, there's really no definitive topic tonight, so we're just spitballing.
Yeah,
Well,
let's skip it.
she could stay in 2023.
Malika Andrews.
Yeah, she could stay there all season long. Just let her be on repeat on 2023. She don't need to be moved forward. She don't need to be paid on go.
Just trap her ass in a time loop and leave her there.
Yep. But you know she like her little white man, so allegedly. Not
Little white
allegedly, because
man.
that's how she got came up. So
And see, that right there
don't let
explains
me forget when
everything.
she tried to pretend like that dude tried to fill up on her.
Oh,
What's his
Jalen
name?
Rose.
The artist. No, the who was it? The guy when she was doing an interview and she was like, "Oh, don't touch me" or something.
Oh no, that was Jalen Rose.
Oh, and he had to get on live and tell and like correct, like, girl, bye. Don't nobody want your stinking booty ass.
Is that what he actually said, or
he
Well,
didn't.
he didn't say the
He
stinking
didn't
booty
say
ass.
big booty ass, but he was like, I didn't. He's like, I didn't do what she said I did. Let's just say that.
Yeah. She tried to make it seem like he was sexual, like a rapist or some. Oh, she
Yeah, and
irritated me.
everybody looked at her like she was weird too.
Yeah,
Because it's just
but
like wait, because even when she said he touched her, he's just like he wasn't even on that side. It's just like
yeah, but when them white counterparts just be they hands be all on her damn shoulders, she ain't got no problem. I'm telling you, that's that 5%. I'm telling you, she only 5% black. That
well,
95% white. I'm telling you, be screaming rape and don't never be the truth. Making
well,
sure our black men go to
uh,
prison for life.
I don't care if she's 95% whatever or 5% whatever. 100% of her could go to hell. Next,
Hmm.
speaking of going to hell, let's talk about our boy Diddy.
Damn,
oh boy,
free Diddy.
You said free Diddy?
Yeah.
Why you saying free
nah,
Diddy?
nah, 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 nah. Hold up, because I got something to say about this one.
That boy Diddy, ever since that shit with
Hold up.
Cassie got settled real
Hey,
quick.
I'm telling
hey,
you.
I'm gonna drop out and come back in again. I'm ducking back inside real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Cass, opened the floodgates of hell.
Oh man.
And the crazy thing, and the crazy thing is, she received the payment not off of Diddy, but off of the way she sued him. So off of business. It's not even off of Diddy because he already told her hell no, he wasn't paying her. So her lawyer, even though her lawyers are some
See,
good lawyers, I'm not gonna lie, because they knew exactly how to stand on business and get the money that they wanted.
Lord.
I thought we weren't saying that no more.
It's still 2023.
Yeah, but because her lawyers got paid
Stop
off
early and
insurance.
use
They
my
didn't even get
example.
paid off of like the company. They got paid off of insurance. That's what I'm like. That's wild. Like, and now they regretting that. So they had to drop him down temporarily. So we all know that's a lie. Give him about 2, 3 months, 4, 5 months. Once the whole like the time period where you can still claim sexual assault or whatever
The
is
statute of
closed
limitations and
out.
all that.
Hmm. Once
I
that once that
mean,
once that law is closed out, they're gonna put him right back in like nothing happened.
Shoot, he already like had to step down from revolt.
But that's temporarily. That's not permanent. That's only for the time being. So once the law is closed out and no one can sue again, they will return him back to ownership. He still owns the company.
So you think Diddy's gonna walk from all this?
Yeah.
now here's my thing. What I wanted to say about this one, right? So normally when I hear about things like this, I don't jump to believing everything the victim that said unless some actual like hard evidence comes forward. Now this case is a little different, right?
Is
Because
it because
there's
it's
been
Diddy?
yes, and I want you to see. There's been stuff being said about Diddy, you know, doing some weird shit behind the scenes for some decades now.
Mhm.
See, and I'm not talking just something he did back in like 2010, 2000 such and such. I'm talking going all the way back to the fucking 90s.
Okay. Well, it's not. It's never been a secret though.
I was about to say the same thing.
Like, I'm trying to find out where your point at, Dion.
I was saying niggas knew
I'll
about
be,
Diddy.
I'll
Yeah,
be.
we all
That's
know
what I'm
about
saying.
Diddy.
Any
I'll be
90s,
hard pressed
anybody, any
not
90s kid that
to.
grew up with Bad Boy know about Diddy.
Yeah, and didn't Biggie have a song where he talked about how weird Diddy was? So like, I'm confused. Like, I don't understand where we leading to.
I'm sad to say this. Just ain't no way in hell that Diddy's innocent in this case.
When you say like innocent and how, the fact that he slept with these bitches. Yeah, we know he not innocent in
It,
that part. It's not a it's
it,
first of all,
it
not
is
one
more
female in their
than
right
that.
mind. No female in their right mind would have been hanging out with Diddy unless you want to get put on.
Put on some what? But anyway,
You
um,
know, with the career, look, Cassie wanted to be a singer.
Exactly. She was an artist.
Yeah, yeah.
there was a joke in there. But anyway,
I know what you meant.
Like nobody's going to Diddy's part. Like even like 50 Cent said, like he don't hang out with Diddy. 50 Cent said, Diddy once I said, "Oh, I could take you shop." He was like, "Don't try me like that." So you know what type of time Diddy on, and it's never been a secret. Diddy been on all types of weird times. So all of them, and then like I'm just like, we know, like in that time and era, if you want to be famous, you was doing some weird things for a little bit of change to get on. It's not like now. Now people don't have like people still do some weird things to get put on. But now you can literally jump on social media and your music can go viral. You can get a fan base.
Yeah,
But compared to back then, you had to be at a record label. You had to have gone to like 106 and Park, or you had to go to MTV, or you had to go to all these other places and like, get your music scene out there. You couldn't just, go to social media and get famous. That's cool.
yeah.
So
Or Diddy's,
you had to be a little bit of weirdo.
or
Uh
Diddy's bedroom. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's a lot of these girls now talking about cause yeah, there's some girls who didn't have to be weirdos to get famous, get their music scene, this and that, cause they had good parents, like legit, real good parents that was on top of their stuff, paying attention. But if your parents was on that same type of demon time you was on, and they was ready to put you out there crazy, that's why a lot of these girls got taken advantage.
Like R. Kelly's, like the victims of R.
hey,
Kelly.
Yeah, they still wrong for doing what they doing, but it's like, let's be honest. It wasn't
right.
just like, we accidentally found Diddy's bruh studio.
Mm.
Nobody accidentally find Demon Studio. You don't just be hanging around. The same thing like all the girls that used to be when Tupac used to be recorded, be up in the studio with him. Like y'all know what type of time, what y'all trying to do.
Bunch of hoes.
Mm.
This if you ain't had a lock on, if you walking in there with skirt on, bruh, what you got going on?
Hold up.
It's a lot of these old time artists that tell you the stories and things they went through
You
to
heard
get
about
to where they at. It's nasty.
you heard about the one with Gloria Velez and Aaron Hall?
Yeah, and then she like tattooed his name on her little vagina. I'm like, girl,
Oh wow.
Yeah. And she got in the game when she was 16. which shows you first of all why was a 16-year-old around a bunch of adults unless she
Exactly.
like had a fake ID.
And we not let's not lie. Like fake IDs was a thing back in the day because I done had a fake ID, but I wasn't taking my fake ID to go hang out at men's house.
Go
Like
with it.
I had a mom who loved me. Even though she was a little strict and she was a little crazy, but she still 100% loved me. Like I wasn't a sheltered like a homeless baby.
Homebody. You mean home?
No, homeless. Like a lot of these kids was homeless. Like they didn't have nowhere to go.
Uh,
They parents didn't like them, didn't care for them, barely wanted them at their house. Like it was a lot of kids that parents threw them out there for the wolves to catch, and some of them was just looking for a place to sleep. Some of them could they didn't have no option, so they fell into these adults' lap because they got tired of sleeping outside. Some of them ran away. It's a lot of kids that was running away back then because they want to be grown. They got tired of their parents telling them, "Oh, they can't do this, they can't do that." How many people wanted that lifestyle that the Jackson Fives had? They became celebrities, became famous. They a lot of them wish their parents like went a little harder for them. It was a bunch of broken, misguided, crazy kids on the not even just the girl side, but also on the boy side that just wanted to be famous, wanted to get rich, wanted to like get their family out the struggle.
oh yeah, they do anything just to get themselves out there.
Yeah, and some of these guys who became famous, they tell you the story. They didn't have nowhere to sleep at. So when they got in the game, it was based off of just opportunity. They was
Hmm.
living in adult homes, and they done seen some things because the industry was kind of dark. There was a lot of gay stuff going on back in the days, a lot. And they used to say, if you want to go a little bit farther, you're gonna have to get in the game. You're gonna have to play that weird part. Some people say, oh, they can't get gold, they can't go up farther unless they like they would say, oh, there's two doors. There's that regular door and then there's that door. Like y'all be thinking all these celebrities that used to sit there and say these things like they was just joking around. None of us was stupid. It was just like, are you willing to join it?
Yep. Mm.
Shit, it makes you wonder if it's even worth it.
Hell no. Just
Nah,
look at them crackheads, broken, struggling, homeless.
Just outright lose their mind.
look at every bad boy artist after Diddy. Diddy be glistening and glowing, and all the other bad boy artists be like dingy and like damn near homeless and shit. It's like what the fuck?
Not damn near a lot of them is homeless.
The one exception to that rule I will say is MGK. He did that to himself. He went and pissed off Eminem.
Isn't he dating that Megan Fox girl?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I believe they broke up.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't heard. They disappeared too because at one point they had like a blood ring or something.
Yeah, white people weird.
Hmm. But
Hella.
it's giving all of them giving weird. Not just Diddy's artists. It's a whole lot of homeless artists and actors. It's just
Shit.
a whole lot of 90s industry people that's just struggling between the drugs addiction that they got. Some of them look crazier, like the Olsen twins. They look even crazy. It's just like, how did y'all age this bad?
They age like milk. And there it is. They're still in their 30s, if I'm correct.
They were aging bad at 18. I'm like, bro,
Friggin' they're shit. They my age if I remember correctly.
Them
And
motherfuckers,
I'm 36.
them motherfucker is, nah, they're older than 36. I think they're probably in their early 40s now.
yeah,
But
but they
Can't
was
be
looking real bad in their
they can't
20s.
be no older than 40.
ooh, but them girls age like milk.
Uh
Ugh.
Real bad.
But
The crazy thing is when we seen pictures of them, we was confused. Like, who is these two girls? Because they don't even look like them.
I can only pray for their sister.
37.
Elizabeth Olsen is a gorgeous woman. So they're 37. So they're a year older than myself. Okay.
Yeah, and they age like milk.
Like I said, they couldn't be no older than 40.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that they was babies during Full House. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Beware the shiny suit man.
They call me Shiny Suit Man. Okay.
Shit.
Shoot. Y'all familiar? Okay, y'all are familiar with the Dr. Umar Johnson, correct?
Very.
Okay. So obviously, this was the 50th year of hip hop, and basically, Dr. Umar had something to say about hip hop, and
Just like
I wanted your opinion on this, just to see what y'all think on his stance about hip hop. Just gonna get right here and let me know if y'all can hear it.
we only got 60 days left in 2023. Do you mean to tell me we're going to let this year-long celebration go by and nobody's going to have a serious conversation about whether hip hop has actually been a benefit or not to the Black community? I haven't seen a conversation, YouTube, a town hall meeting, a BET special. I don't see anybody talking about the ramifications, the negative impact that hip hop has had on the Black community. Now, the first thing the hip hop artist is going to say, I'm only rapping what I live, but you don't live it no more. The minute you start making money, you moved out the neighborhood. So why you still rapping about drugs and death when you don't live around that no more? That means you're a hypocrite. If you're telling me you're rapping what you live, you don't live it no more. And if you're so dedicated to telling the ghetto tale, why did you move out the neighborhood? Why do you send your kids to private schools? So you live in a white neighborhood, you send your kids to white private schools, you moved out the Black ghetto the minute you had enough money to do so, but yet you're telling me the reason you're still rapping about death, drugs, jail, and homicide is because that's the life you live. You don't live it no more. So for me, I'm looking at hip hop and I'm saying to myself, it is the most influential music genre in the world. 50 years. a multi-billion-dollar industry. And in 50 years, the hip hop community hasn't built a single relevant institution for the Black community anywhere. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. Look, Dr. King began his career with the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955. Dr. King was assassinated in 1968. That means Dr. King had 13 years. Look at what he did in 13 years. Let's go to the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party was founded in 1966. The revolutionary phase of the Black Panther Party was pretty much over with by 1971. That's 5 or 6 years. And look what the Panthers did in 5 or 6 years. Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Marcus Garvey, showed up in New York in 1916. He's deported in 1927. 11 years. Hip hop has been around for 50 years. Not a single hospital, not a single school, not a single bank, not a single supermarket, not a single distribution company. How can we call hip hop a blessing to the Black community when that type of money being made off of our culture and the community doesn't benefit from it at all? So you come to the community and give out a few turkeys. You come to the community and give out a few pair of sneakers. You come to the community and you throw a couple parties. And in exchange for some damn turkeys and chickens and some sneakers, you push death and destruction on our children for a living. And we're supposed to be okay with that because you dropped off some clothes and some turkeys. It's not acceptable until hip hop begins to be a blessing for the Black community. Hip hop is an agent of white supremacy.
All right. Now, what are your thoughts on what he said about that?
Okay, that was uh,
That's how.
Let me tell you what I thought about his long rant. He was speaking on facts until these, because the thing is, hip hop is not what it can, like, what it started versus what it became is not the same. So I think he's probably confusing because so white people have put hip hop in the category of all things Black. So what should really be considered just rap music, they've indoctrinated into hip hop and just added a label on there too. But it's really hardcore rap music. That's just it. Even even the R&B girls is thugging it out too. But until these artists start putting out positive sounds, but let's be honest, who gonna listen to it? If the people who buying the music, who's buying the stuff, want to hear how you gonna put kill somebody, put 10 rounds on in their head, uh I guess break the body apart, whatever they say. If that's what people want to listen to, they're gonna keep putting it out and people gonna keep buying it. So it don't matter what you tell the artist, the community needs to change. Once all the community stop wanting to gangbang, then they're not gonna want to listen to music about gangbanging. But at this point, They still want to gangbang, so they want to listen to music that get them hyped, so they can go rob and kill. Let's hope at Dr. Umar's school of intellect that he has that you make sure that the kids and their parents are only putting out good music to them kids. But if the kids is listening to good music at school and then they go home and listen to gangbang music, that's, say you're not helping either.
Okay. I did want to interrupt because Dion, you had something to say
I,
before I
I have
jump
a
in.
question. I have a question.
Go ahead.
So I'm just curious as to who may have responded to that.
Um, I'm not sure because this was done like a month ago. For what I've seen, it was done a month ago,
That's
and the only
that's funny. About the
person,
phone or said something.
there was channels that talked about it and stuff, but yeah, not that many people, but uh, Lord Jamar talked about it, and I think Lord Jamar talked about it, and Fat Joe has talked about it.
Okay.
Um, but I haven't seen those, so uh, sooner or later I'm gonna have to look at it. But I want to say this: hip hop. Okay, anybody? I don't know if anybody ever seen this episode of Good Times when JJ was painting. It was a pimp. It was one of the pimps in the streets, and Florida asked, "How come you don't paint things like mountains or trees or any of those things?" And JJ's answers were, "Well, when we get something around there, I will paint them." So basically, like you can like a lot of these rappers when they come up, they're young, they're hungry. That all they know is what that goes on in the streets. And usually, if they're from the streets, they're going to rap about the streets. Is because that's all they know. Like majority of these rappers, like if they caught a body, they're gonna talk about how they just caught a body or some shit like that. That's how some of these rappers are. Some of them really did come from the streets. Now, yes, you got some people that come in, they're fake gangsters, and they try to portray their life when they know they wasn't really about their life. But majority of these people, they write what they see. Even but one thing I feel like Dr. Umar was also I disagree with is just that is also a form of white supremacy. It's just like
Yeah, that's where he lost me completely.
I, yeah, that look. And here's the thing, like, because it's like hip hop has not built no schools, no banks, and none of that other stuff. It's like that's not their job. Why are you putting that on a responsibility of a celebrity and not a politician? Why is like, and he's done this before. He's just like because he feels like celebrities should be doing their part or should be helping out the black community and stuff like that. And my stance was always they don't have to if they don't want to. And it's just and the reason why I say that is because celebrities can be bought. It's like some of these people they just want to like even though if they are pro man, a lot of these people they just want to do their job and go about their business. Like, and some of these people that even the people you look up to, would you really want? Like I say, which I tell people all the time, would you really want Young Thug to be head of some type of Black Lives Matter movement? Have you ever heard that man talk? Like, if you heard some of these people talk, would you really want these people like Soldier Boy? Would you really want Soldier Boy in some type of Martin Luther King type of position? Hell no. Now I do understand like music is very influential, and I do understand that some of these artists they'll say some stuff that people will do. Like Juice WRLD, he was like he learned sipping lean and all the Percocets from Future and all that stuff. I do get that. Some people are easily manipulated, but I don't think everybody is. When I used to hear Project Pat and he used to say, "If you ain't from my hood, get the fuck around here." Like I took that to heart. It's just like that's a lesson learned. It's just like what are you doing being in a hood that you don't know about? It's gonna get shot up here, especially if we know how how most ghettos operate. If they don't know you, they're gonna question you, and it's just like what you're around here for. Somebody, and then some. I feel like most of these jobs, he needs to start talking to politicians. Aldermen, governors, and all that other stuff. Like it shouldn't be regular people or even artists' job to be doing that. There should be regular people doing that job and not artists. And I always felt that way. So like it's like the one thing I've always disagreed on and is Umar and the hip hop thing. Father done into the chat. What up, Father?
I apologize for my tardiness.
It's all right.
Fashionably late. We'll just call it that.
Yeah. We were just talking about Dr. Umar's stance on hip hop. So in short, he thinks hip hop is a part of white supremacy. And it's like in the 50 years, hip hop has done nothing positive for the black community. Do you agree or disagree?
I half agree. I think he's onto something, but at the same time, Umar has a tendency to overshoot. So I don't think it's a tool of white supremacy per se, but I think it can be weaponized against the black community. We've seen that plenty of times. We've also seen how hip hop has also called to attention many atrocities that have not been brought to light. I remember like, you remember when Snoop Dogg had his murder trial and
Yeah.
the nigga beat it?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like, that's some shit like you thought you'd never see a black man do. And this is a hip hop artist. You feel what I'm saying? So it has inspired hope. It has, created a fucking revolution across the youth of many cultures to this day across the entire world. So it is something that has gotten us a spotlight in the mainstream and in the world and all that. But I will also say it has been weaponized against us, and I think that's what Umar's trying to bring to attention, that okay, there are examples where you see debauchery and degeneracy and shit like that, but bruh, at the very end of the day, it's fucking music. Everybody got the vulgar music and everybody got the party music. Like, it's going to represent the entire human experience. You're gonna have your ratchets and then you're gonna have your intellectuals. That's just how it is.
Uh,
Uh, Anybody else before we move on to our next topic?
Nope.
Okay. I am going to I will leave it like this. I would rather have, and this has always been me, I would rather have 10 people that are passionate about changing the world than 100 people that is just there to be there. I've gotten done more with less people than most people can say with double or triple than what I have what can accomplish. I've been in big spaces where people just don't want to be there. They're there for a check, or they're there because someone forced them to be there, or like what's the word, manipulated them to be in there. And then like they just don't really want to be there. And then I don't want those type of people in my. And honestly, I tell people all the time, I don't want those type of people. I want you to be there because you want to be there. I don't want you to be there because someone made you come. So that's all. On to our next topic. Y'all heard about the ballet teacher that was having a breakdown because she was trying to teach some kids
Oh,
ballet and like they wanted to hear Pound Town.
yep.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
And
What do you thought?
and I think social media turned on her.
Did they? Because I
Hmm?
seen a lot of people was feeling for her, but I ain't know. Well, go ahead.
Well, I didn't think she was saying anything crazy. But some parents, they just don't. You there to do a damn job? Just do your damn job and leave the kids alone. So, but I guess some parents be like, well, because she wants to see them be better, and you gotta understand the kids you have. If you don't understand the parents for the kids you have, tread lightly, because clearly them kids and they were like babies. They're already listening to Pound Town, so that tells you what type of parents they on. So she better be minding her business because them parents look like they probably fight her on a regular. If your kids listening to Pound Town, I think she said she had like between 3 to 5 year olds or something like I don't know. I don't remember what age group she had. But they were like
That's
little
terrible.
kids and they want to listen to Pound Town instead of like and they told her I think they told her to like wait, she can't tell them what to do. Like they had all the attitude in the world. And so if they give you that type of time, imagine what be going on in that household. So she probably should have just tread lightly and realized like she in the wrong neighborhood. I understand she wanted to give them Mozarts and the kids need to be listening to so she might be need to do more of a hip hop class or find somebody who's strong enough to teach a hip hop class in that neighborhood. And I'm not saying, black kids don't deserve to learn ballet. It's just you got to know your audience and you got to know your strengths. And if you ain't strong enough, going to social media, that didn't help her case at all.
I have the video. Propped up, just ready. By the way, so I'm gonna just play to get context of what B is talking about. Here's the video right here.
All the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet, 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Quit.
I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my.
Yeah, I get the rest. This is like, there you go. It was like, what are your thoughts?
First off, I'm gonna say next time for videos, it should have like a 1 minute to 130-minute limit. It should just be clips because hearing her talk like that, like I hear her plight, but goddamn, get to the point. But anyway, it's like
She needed the vet. Shit.
I mean, but at the same time, it's like you're holding the phone while you're venting. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, you just gotta get what you gotta say off your chest, and then because people have short attention spans nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Ain't
we
that
all
the
get
truth?
spoiled by TikTok and Vines and shit like that. Y'all can't sit down and watch a goddamn 5-minute video anymore. But I'm the type like I mean, I've dealt with kids before. You know, I've dealt with those type of kids that don't really have a good example in the home. So I understand how she's feeling, but it comes with the territory because it happened in our generation too. We know the little badass little kids that we saw when we was up in elementary school and middle school. So we're used to that type of behavior. You feeling what I'm saying? This is nothing
Some of
new.
us were them kids.
Some. So I sympathize with her, but at the same time, this is one of those man up situations like Ray.
I
Let me tell you
mean,
something. Let me tell you something. Ain't no 5-year-old gonna punk me. All right, that's all I'm saying.
I had a
You're not.
whole flashback hearing that story. Honestly,
I'm not. You're not gonna listen to no sexy red. Now put them ballet shoes on and spin.
I don't know. I thought she cracked me up the whole time.
That's
It
not
was
nice
like
to
it
say.
was the cry afterwards. Like she was said, I understand
That's
you
not nice.
22 years old. First of all, the parents ain't got no control of these damn kids. What made you think you had it at 22 years old?
She can have it. She just gotta assert herself. She's
No,
being
she ain't
overwhelmed
got
right
it.
now. She
She
got it.
ain't got it.
I believe she has it.
No, she ain't got it.
She got it.
Because if she had it, she wouldn't have had no problem getting them to stand in plies and stand on the bars, stand in their spot. She wouldn't even need to have told the parents to oh, their kids is wilding out if she had it. She ain't got it. At 22 years old, sis ain't is talking about this a traumatic experience. What's traumatic is these teachers teaching these grown kids that's damn near killing them. That's a traumatic experience. If
And
teachers are in elementary school surviving, you only got 10 kids. You talking about these public schools that got 20 to
30,
25, 30
30
kids,
kids.
and you complain about 10 kids? Like you wasn't meant to be over there. I understand, let's we shouldn't say black kids don't deserve to learn ballet, but sis, you don't deserve to be teaching them. You need to go into the quarters where you feel comfortable at. And I'm not saying she don't need to be in black areas, but she need to be up in one of white kids at, where she has more control and dominance at. Because when that black parent came and told you what she don't want to listen, that was your first sign to get the hell out of there. Cause that lets you know what type of time that mom is, and she is 1 of 10. And then you crying because the kids want to listen. Have you not seen social media? You came on here, so you already know what type of time these kids is. They're on demon time. They parents got them twerking on videos now and posting it for clout. It's one thing your kids you twerking and stuff and you record it, but you don't put it up on social media. No, these kids now they getting put up for clout. Like it's cute. And then you crying because a kid told you to mind your business or shut up. Girl, I would have sent that kid home. What conversation do you need to have with a 5-year-old? You sending them home. No refund. If you don't know how to act, if you don't know how to get up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you go home. Why entertain bad seeds when you still trying to figure out the other 9? Girl, bye. She had no business being over there. She wasn't built for that area.
Yo, she's built.
No, she not built.
She built.
And you know she not built for that area. Because
No,
she
she's
crying
built.
right now. There should be no reason for you to be crying in your car from a 5-year-old.
She said she was overwhelmed by the situation. That happens when you're
I've never
early
been
in
in
your
a
career.
traumatic
She's
experience.
22 years old. She's in a new. This is an experience that she is feeling right now, and she's letting us know on the phone. That's her genuine raw experience. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
Like
girl was in.
She woke
She
she
ain't
woke
never
up
been to all black school. She was probably from an all white school. This
you
is her
can tell
first
by the
time.
voice. You can tell by the way she was speaking.
Man,
It's literally right
that
there.
girl did not deserve to be over there. She need to stay in her level. That's why they have black ballet teachers. Kids who went to when I was when I was up young and stuff like that. My mom sent me to ballet. My teacher was black and she was African. This was not playing. She was not playing with nobody. Play with her if you want to, cause she ain't afraid to tap somebody's kid.
I love my people.
So I'm like, no, sis isn't built for that.
You know what's funny? I was thinking, yo, she needs to watch Coach Carter or Lean on Me. You know.
Yeah, but
Cause she
that's what I'm
wasn't raised
saying.
in a
Like,
black. She wasn't raised in a black area, so she's not. She don't have like that tough skin yet.
and
It's
that's
like
my
you
point,
I
right?
ain't
She
your
has
damn
to
daddy.
develop that. You feeling what I'm saying? She has to
Yeah.
develop that, and she's developing it now as we speak. Being in
Nah, she
that
ain't
type
gonna
of
develop it
environment.
at 22.
No,
There's
no,
that
the
homegirl gonna
environment gonna
be
do it for her. The environment gonna do
no.
it for her. Yeah, it
It's gonna
happens.
backfire.
Yeah,
She gonna be in the mental ward. She
I
already
don't
came in
understand.
PTSD. Talking about it's a
bro, it
traumatic
ain't no mental
experience.
ward, bro. This is how it happens, bro. You get overwhelmed, and then you start getting used to the environment because you start spending more time in there. You start sharpening your sword when these little kids act rambunctious and stuff. It happens. It takes
Mm,
time.
See,
You
that's
don't
the
just
you see
like
the
if she's
difference
in it. But
between
my point is, if she's going like, I'm going to use the word trenches. Like if she's going into the trenches at 22, there's going to be a certain amount of time getting used to that type of environment, and she's either going to sink or swim. Right now, this is like it's early. That's why she's having the reactions that she's having. That's why she feels like she has to talk about it on TikTok because this is a territory that she is not completely used to yet. Just give it time. That's all I'm saying.
she don't
Just
have
give it
that type of time.
Hit
time.
or
Oh yeah, she
There's
miss.
a
will.
difference between when you have to be in the trenches and you build that tough skin. Sis don't have to be in the trenches. She don't look like she's struggling. That she needs to be teaching ballet to Lil Sexy Raz and Sukianas.
Yeah, ski your ass up out of here.
Yeah, she don't seem like the type that needs to be there.
Hey,
By the way, that's my
It,
other thing to leave in 2023. Can we leave Sexy Red in 2020?
no, you know that's not fucking happening.
now, once
I
Sexy
don't even
Red
know why you asked,
drop that baby child, she gonna be even hotter.
bro. I don't even,
no.
look.
I want her to. I don't understand.
Just
This is a side note. I don't get the craze. Like I don't get the crazes of Sexy Red. I really don't.
I don't know.
it,
Her,
hey, Ray,
her,
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. That's that's my go-to.
her and Chris Sean dropped on us real fast. Cause, well, we know, what's her name? Sugyana been out for a long time, but she ain't blow up how Sexy Red and Chris Sean blew up.
Yeah,
It don't
nigga.
even make sense.
Yeah,
And
nigga.
Sugyana been talking about nasty shit forever. But for some odd reason, Sexy Red and Krishan blew up fast. And that's just weird.
Yo, I don't care what anyone said. That's a fucking industry plant. I don't,
She did say something about an agenda push, but
bruh. It's just like, first of all, why is your and this is just me. Why and guaranteed, I don't listen to stuff that I shouldn't have been listening to. I don't watch movies that I shouldn't have been watching at 5. But why in the fuck does your kids know the lyrics to fucking Pound Town of all fucking songs?
I don't know. Because I don't even know the lyrics to Pound Town.
My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Now, this is coming from the same guy that sang "I Want to Sex You Up to My Grandmother" by Color Me Bad, but I shouldn't have been listening to that.
Hey, I mean, like it always happens. It seems like almost every generation. There's that one song or there's that one person that just really fucking shakes things up. Niggas was talking about Lil Kim like this back in the day.
Yeah,
Mind you. It's
uh-huh,
the same shit repeating itself over and over and over again. The only difference
remember
is that
Kaya?
in the
can
yeah,
you?
the only difference is that in the modern time now, it's like everywhere. Like it's distributed. The kids can see it on their phone, and they're gonna see it on the phone because that's the type of shit that they want them to see. You feel what I'm saying? That's why she's famous. So she has that platform. So kids are going to see that. You feel what I'm saying? It like I just hate this fake ass like, oh, what about the kids? What about the kids? Y'all don't give a shit. Like,
That's
stop
crazy.
capping. Stop fucking capping. Like, I really hate that type of mentality because you really do be having people that really think that they are representing something that's supposed to be the opposite, but all you're really doing is making the person that you're mad at even more famous by giving them the spotlight. If you really cared about your kids like that, then you would provide that powerful example to where they don't have to look at a sexy red. But that's too much for you.
When I was like 5, 6 years old, I didn't know none of these look
Hmm.
at all. Like I knew Andre 3000. Like we knew music. It wasn't no Lil Kim. I didn't even know Lil Kim existence at all, to be honest, until I got older. Because being from Miami, Lil Kim ain't popping up there, like down here. Like it's just not. Um, Trina was popping more than Lil Kim for us,
I can
but
see that. I can definitely.
nobody was like we wasn't listening to Trina, especially at no 5. Who parent? Like we had real parents back then. Like especially no island parent, you had to turn that thing down. It better not be in this house. It don't matter how many times they be working late. But it's like the moment you play crazy music, they instantly hear it from their job. It's just these parents like I don't even listen to Pound Town or whatever other song. Like I don't even listen to Sexy Red. Like unless I'm on the radio and she play on there, but to be on my phone and her song popping up, that's a lie. So it's these parents' fault.
Thank you.
Well, I
And
hope
if the school's playing that for these kids, they wow. That's wow.
they use like there's like teachers that use a ski just to quiet their kids, and then it's just like for them to listen, or they're just like they're doing something. There was one teacher she would use kids, and then she tried to like make it be educational and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I
Um,
understand that, but if you playing the song, like I understand you using these words and stuff to like, or like the Beyonce thing, but if you playing the whole song, now you wow, you deserve to get popped in your mouth.
all I'm gonna say is it's just like I've never heard of a rapper that just sound like anytime I've listened to her music when I tried not to, but when I did, it's just like it seems like her mic is always loud. It doesn't feel mixed right, and then it's off key, off cadence, and it's just some of the most rockiest thing you will ever hear. I'm just like, Lord Jesus, how the fuck anyone like this garbage? But she on, the girls on tour, pregnant, doing splits and all that other stuff. It's just
Mhm.
that was like I blame society, and like I said about the 22-year
I
old
blame
belly,
Beyonce.
you blame Beyonce. How do you blame why
What?
Beyonce?
For real, because she's the first artist that was still, touring and working hard when she was pregnant. A lot of the
Okay,
things that are happening
that's
now are things that Beyonce have opened the door. Because a lot of girls, they was afraid to get pregnant because they thought their career was over. Then Beyonce got pregnant, her career didn't end. To be honest, it flourished. She went out, she released that she was pregnant on what, one of the award shows, her first pregnancy for with Blue. And then after that, all the Rachianas was getting pregnant. Then Cardi B was pregnant and touring. But before, none of these girls was getting pregnant. They would get pregnant and disappear, become full time parents. Career,
or at least go had a baby and then double back to the music and shit.
yeah. But if they had the baby, you didn't know they had a baby. Like if they came back to music, you never knew they was pregnant. It was silent. Like them girls would go to rehab or something and have these babies. Like it
Yeah.
was like being pregnant was a secret. If these girls had kids, like who knew? Like Taraji, I didn't even know she had kids until like when she got popping. Cause it was like you didn't know nothing about her personal life. That she was a single parent, just thriving and trying to figure out how to get in there. But Beyonce was the first artist to like legit be big and then get pregnant and still and still survive after pregnancy. So these labels was like, okay. Next thing you know, it was just a lot of girls was just all these little girls was getting pregnant. Cardi B was that was the first ratchet to get pregnant and was doing splits because she had did the Coachella thing. Remember, was all on the flow, just. Ugh. So I feel like Beyonce opened the floodgates.
Beyonce just a perfectionist, but I see where you're going at with your point. I definitely see what you're going at with your point. Any last words before we move on to a final topic?
No.
Okay. Um, is there anything that I missed that any of y'all would like to talk about?
What did y'all even talk about?
We talked about Diddy. We talked.
That's self-explanatory. I don't even need to say anything else.
Yeah. Uh, what else we talk about? It was like Diddy. We just got off the.
There was the
Oh
shit with
yeah,
Dr. Umar.
oh yeah, Father. What are something and anything would you like us to leave behind in 2023 before we go?
I'm gonna be real. I kind of don't have an answer to that question because I was barely here in 2023. I was isolated. God put me in isolation. So 2023, that
You heard it first. Father was in the hyperbolic time chamber.
I was literally in a hyperbolic time chamber. I'm telling you right now. I was in isolation throughout 2023.
Yeah, and then you jumped in on the Umar the hip hop thing.
Yeah, that's my uncle Umar. I'm always jump in for Umar.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
may
I like
disagree with some of his shit, but that's Unk right there.
yeah, I like Umar too, but that's always the one thing. Um,
I just feel like, despite it all, I just me. This is me personally. I just feel like he has a good heart. I feel like his heart is in the right place.
I
That's
just
true.
I believe that as well. It's just that
His methods are extreme. We'll put it that way.
I don't even say extreme. I'll just say that it's very raw. Like he wears his heart on his sleeve. You feeling what I'm saying? Like he means
Yeah.
the shit that he's saying. So like when he says his shit, he really means it, and like he wants it to be fact. But sometimes like it be a little bit of
It's
inconsistencies here and there.
it's it's
Yeah.
it's giving anti-hero, but
Like,
you know,
question: did any of y'all watch the Cam Newton and Charleston White interview?
Hell no.
I watched clips. I saw the clips.
That was a good interview.
Is there anything from that we should probably pick up from?
Um, well, Charleston White is literally a character, a full time character. Um, like he said,
I could have told you that just by the name.
no,
That's
like
that's his
he's
real name though.
so his social media character is completely opposite from his real life character. So the social media antics and everything else is so that he can get the fame and the publicity and stuff like that. So then for his real life character, he's like legit, like in the city, working on things, getting things accomplished, um, going to court cases. And he's in tune with all the city officials. Like one thing he gonna represent is his city, which is Texas, Dallas to be exact. Um, but the one thing I liked about I guess the interview between him, Cam, and Charles is like you start to realize like these. So Cam pretends to be like he gives me Ti vibe. You know how Ti pretends to be for the people, but then
Pretend.
they start revealing their true personality. You're like, bruh, what people are you for? So
Ti.
Cam was the same way. Like Cam, his whole conversation was in regards to like because Charleston felt like Dion, sold out. Because you went to Jackson State, you told these kids that you was planning on, opening the floodgates for them, giving them the opportunity, helping them excel and get to the next level, this and that, this and that. In the first moment, somebody gave you a check because all these other white schools wasn't messing with you because you ain't had no coaching experience. You rolled off, and so um Cam was like, well, isn't he doing what he's supposed to do? Run after the bag. And Charleston was like, no, you just abandoned a bunch of these kids who was already has abandonment issues because most of them they daddy ain't around. So you a lot of them transferred over there off of this false narrative that you was gonna still be there, and you rolled off on them. You gave them hope and lied. So yeah, he feels some type of way about Dion because Dion is a liar. And he only doing this so he can get his son in better positions. He don't care about none of these black kids. And I was like, that's deep when you think about it. Because we just thought, okay, him going to Colorado was like, that's a big bag. He brought Lil Wayne out. The stands be filled with celebrities. So you thought he doing what he got to do, but then you don't. I didn't think about those little boys that was over there in Jackson State, up in Alabama, or I didn't think nothing about them. Yeah, most of them definitely ain't got no daddies.
Well, there you have it. I still think he's kind of a he's very weird. He's a very weird. I don't know if that's a character or that's just really him, but it's just something about him that like it rubs me the wrong way or something like that. And I think it's because look, I understand that gangs are bad and all that other stuff. They should be on the streets, and you snitched on them, got them like really worried. But I feel like that delivery or whatever his style is or how he talks to people, it's going to get him killed one day. And the one thing I always did not like that he usually sometimes he'll start it, and then the rapper he'll talk about respond, and then he'll do something to try to put him in jail. I was like, that's some very weird shit. But I guess that's just Charleston White. So
He spoke on that. He said he don't care how his delivery is. The fact that he said something about a percentage of kids can't read in elementary school, half the black community dying from like STDs, the youngest age now that's getting HIV/AIDS, and now like with new cases at the age of 13. He says he don't give a damn how his delivery feel. He says the fact is the black community is spoiling. They're glorifying him and Dr. Umar. They, to be honest, they both fighting for the same thing. But it's just Dr. Umar got a little bit of class on the way he put his stuff out there. Even though it can be a little treacherous too. But Charleston is just a lot ghetto. He's just Charleston, not a lot. Yeah, he just ghetto in general. Just ghetto with his delivery.
Snow bunnies never, black queens forever.
I just can't trust nobody named no goddamn Charleston. That bothers the shit out of me. Your whole
What would
first
have
name
been a
is
good?
Charleston.
just from the name though, just I
Yeah,
don't trust you, Charleston.
I felt like if we had Charleston White, Dr. Umar, and Kevin Samuels in one
Oh,
like one space together, I don't even know what the conversation piece would have been like. But what I do know is Dr. Umar would have been like, "What the hell I got myself into?"
oh yeah, because he was talking about smacking up women and some shit like that. So
Because all three of them are like, they're different.
very. Those are very powerful personalities. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. Charleston would have been jumping all up and down the flow, like walls and everything. Dr. Umar, let's be honest, he's a therapist, so he probably would have been like, and then that's Kevin Samuel. It would give very much something that was needed, but we was not expecting, and it's very much a lot going on at the same time.
I agree. I agree. Okay, so anything other than that, anything else people you want to feel like we should have been talking about before we get to our final thoughts?
Oh, Nicki Minaj album came out. So if y'all heard it or didn't,
I haven't heard it
it was
yet. I did
Nope.
see it's on my to listen to list though, but I haven't.
I don't be listening to albums like that anymore. I'm too lazy.
I still listen to albums, probably because I'm still reviewing albums, even though I haven't reviewed any albums. I've still been listening to them.
Because I don't want to listen to anything boring for like an hour and a half. That shit, like, I feel like I'm so disappointed, bro. That should be making me sad. I'm like, bruh, I really stayed for this and this shit is ass. I don't want that feeling no more, man.
But
Mhm.
dedicated an hour of your life to hear one good song.
Bruh.
Mhm.
And then the whole project, there'd be two good songs, and one of them the shortest song in the album. I hate it.
Right.
When you said that, you know what I just remembered about? Beyonce's movie came out, right? And the tickets are going for $22.
And where Magic Johnson Theater, because that's the only place I know you spend that much for some damn thing.
No, at the AMC Theater was going for $22.
I wish the fuck.
And that was like early in the morning, $22.
You know, I would put inflation as the things to leave behind 2023, but we
No,
all
just her ticket. Just her show tickets were going for $22 because the regular is like $14, I think movie tickets are. But hers alone,
and I bet you people was paying for that shit too.
they had to because then she's like her seats were filling up or whatever. I don't know. But
I
it's
keep
like
telling you, well,
$22 though.
Beyonce is a religion. So, as I've been saying for like the longest, Beyonce is a religion. So,
Yeah, but $22 in the morning. Like why?
what's
Like
the difference
how?
between that and giving tithes and offerings? Is this giving tithes? That's $22. It's your tithes and offerings to the Church of Beyonce.
If you don't shut the fuck.
It ain't no. That definitely ain't no worth. First of all, how did you manage to recreate your own pricing?
Because yesterday's price is not today's price.
No, she has her own. That's not making sense to me. All the movies that's out there, Beyonce movie is the only one with its own set price. Like I didn't even know. I didn't even know movies could do stuff like that. Put out a separate price from a regular price. Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep.
Her tickets was already out of control. Then for you to set another price for your movie though?
Um. Yeah. Okay. Do y'all care that Offset might? Uh, I think Offset and Cardi B broken up because allegedly Offset done fucked Krishan Rock.
Oh, that's a lie.
I don't think for 1 second Offset touched Krishan Rock.
That's a lie. They
The
already
thing I
defunct her.
read saying it was Cardi who fucked up and did something.
You know what? It's like, bro, I hate going into celebrity relationships because 9 times out of 10, it's always some shit someone else said.
Mhm.
God, yo, like they're broken up. Yay. Can we move on? Like, I don't know. People just be like
I'm
gossiping and chit chatting, and I'm like, bro,
I'm
like
happy
they
they
have a
broke
child
up.
together. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill.
I'm happy they broke up. They was toxic.
Shit, I was talking to Blueface and Krishan.
Blueface and Krishan, they don't even they're not real people. They're
Nigga, that's
aliens.
a cartoon show right in front of us.
I'm talking about Cardi B and Offset. They were toxic because Cardi B almost went to prison because of his cheating ways.
Blueface and Krishan Rock is like watching Brandy and Mr. Whiskers in real time.
You know what?
Shit, that's funny. Okay. In that case, any last words before we move on to our final thoughts?
Bruh.
Mm-mm.
All right. Now we're gonna get to our final thoughts, and we're gonna start with material life. I'll start with you.
All right, y'all. Just in case I don't see y'all before the New Year's, um, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Glad to hang out with y'all again today. Um, it's been a vibe. I miss y'all.
Oh,
And then
oh,
massive hearts.
oh,
That's it.
that's cute. That's cute. What I'm not gonna lie. One of these days, I'm gonna visit a lot of y'all. And then try to at least do. I want to do a live, I don't want to say live, but not over the internet. We're over here talking over the internet. All of us like in one spot talking through the podcast. I hope that's like one of my big expectations.
Oh
So
yeah.
You still got a camera and stuff, right? Or
yeah, I still got a camera. I gotta get a new Adderall because for some reason the Adderall I have don't work no more. But and that's how I used to get all the sound and all that other stuff. But yeah, um, I still got a camera. Shoot. Oh man. Okay. Is is that your final thought material life?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
receive it, material life. Thank you. I receive
Hi.
it.
I gave y'all the Asian heart. Y'all don't see it, but I did.
um, Dion is on you.
Final thought. Nothing tonight.
Oh, Dion, you done?
Yeah,
Yeah, you said nothing
like I
for
said,
me.
nothing tonight.
Okay, Father is on you.
Before I start my final thoughts, I just want to give two quick shout outs to Trick Williams and my recent fave, fucking um Lash Legend. Her name was for escape me. Those two, love them, amazings. But shout out to those
Trick
two.
Williams did the
Um,
fucking impossible. I don't know how he pulled that bullshit off at that last event.
Two words, Shawn Michaels. That's how.
Heartbreak Kid.
That man is a genius. That man is a genius. But so my final thought is like, yeah, I don't know. Like recently I haven't really been having anything to say because I live in reality and reality says a lot better than I ever can. So I guess my final thought is for 2024, like, bro, it's time to build wealth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to like build wealth to the point where I don't have to worry about shit no more. So that's my focus. So whatever happens in that year, just know my focus is to build wealth in any way that I can and in any shape or form that I will find it. I'm doing that shit because I'm gonna live forever, nigga. That's my final thought.
All right. Um, I think one of my thing was on here. What are we bringing into 2024? So um, I would like to see more. Honestly, I would like to see more positive content, and not just from like red pill ish movements or whatever they put on YouTube. Just anywhere. I like to see more positive content come through, and then like I hope, I hope this gender war shit is really done. Like I say this every year that I want black men and black men and black women. We come together, we fight the white supremacy like Voltron, and then like as I feel like even though times is hard now, this is a good opportunity for us to do at least something. So that's one of my expectations of going into 2024. So, and I think another thing I wrote down, if this thing will load up. Oh yeah, it was like the best and worst of 2023. I think as far as I'm concerned, if you ask me what my album of the year was, it is definitely Killer Mike's. I think Killer Mike's had to win. If you ask me what's the best movie I've seen this year, it's definitely Super Mario Brothers
Mm.
movie. But I heard that Oppenheimer is good, and a lot of people tagged that as the movie of the year. So sooner or later, I have to check that out. But
Someone uploaded that entire movie on Twitter, by the way. I mean X.
really,
No, we still call it Twitter.
We still call it Twitter.
I'm with what Ray said before, refusing to refer to it as X. Just no.
yeah, I still call it Twitter. Twitter. And Dion asked me this, so I'm gonna ask you this, Father. Do you have a Royal Rumble winner pick? Because I said it's either LA Knight or Jay Uso. Those are my wild, and those are really wild card picks. But
No, I don't.
no,
I don't do predictions no more, bro. I'm just gonna watch the shit.
see, I told you, Dion.
I really don't do fucking predictions anymore. I don't see your point. I'm just gonna watch that shit.
Yeah,
Because like a lot of the shit, we watch wrestling, so a lot of that shit's
yeah.
predetermined anyway. So I really don't see a point in predicting shit.
Is there anyone in particular you would want to win?
Yeah,
No. I'm just gonna watch. I'm a fan.
Okay.
everything's falling into places. Philip Brooks is definitely got the people on edge. No pun intended. Um,
You know what?
no pun intended. Yeah, that one. For the women, I think. Damn, I'm gonna just say Bianca. That's the safe. I feel like that's the safe bet. It's either Bianca or Bailey is going to win the WWE title. And the only reason I'm going Bailey is because that since Oscar is now with Damage Control, it
And,
will.
and I think they're trying to run Bailey out of the group.
Yeah,
Also, I just want to say the African takeover is real.
the African takeover is very very real.
Hmm. Shout out to all the African wrestlers. We out here.
That reminds me, there's the one African dude in the NXT breakout tournament that I think is going to be
Obafemi. That's my boy.
he's going to be a problem. I can tell by looking at him, he's going to be a problem.
Oh, I marked out. You already know I marked out.
Okay, now with that being said, I am going to go ahead and end this podcast. I would like to thank the panel for jumping on as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast, and we're signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.